Never quit on a loss. People. So, learning how to ride a bike, learning how to ride a skateboard, whatever, you're bound to make mistakes. You're bound to fall flat on your butt, hurt yourself. But if I quit on a loss, fall down, I hurt myself, and I quit immediately, that does something to your brain, very deep inside your brain, in a place that is older than the hills. If you run away from something, your brain thinks that that thing is scary and makes it even scarier than it actually would be normally. So like when I was first learning to volunteer, go out and teaching people things, many years ago I had somebody that was none too pleased. They were probably having a bad day. I can give them the benefit of the doubt. But just screamed at me. And I just, I wanted to go home. That was enough for one day. That's fine. I'll just go home. But my mother was like, no. No. And I'll tell you why. You never quit on a loss. You never let them win. You have to quit on your terms. You have to be done on your terms. If you back away, sure, you don't stay and argue with people. You don't fight with people. But don't let that stop you from doing what you're intending to do. Especially if you're, doing something for higher reasons and volunteering and things. Don't let people stop you from that by their bad moods, because it's only going to escalate. First of all, you're letting the enemy win. Second of all, what it does to you, not just that day, but for the rest of your life. If you're constantly backing down, you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy that you are a loser, you are a weakling, and that's bad, I guess. I don't know. But so that's when it's kind of the same principle when doing anything. You're learning to ride a skateboard, or one of those skateboards that only has the two wheels, and it's like a surfboard thing, a rip surf. Yes, it's hard to do at first. You have to wiggle yourself embarrassingly. It's a hard thing to accomplish, and it's an objectively silly goal. But it's important to do silly things and to master silly things, because it proves that you can. And it doesn't prove that to the world, it proves that to yourself. You become, in your own mind, a more significant person, and that is one of the basic human needs, is to become worthwhile, worthy of attention in your own mind. And building yourself up gives you something that you can share with people. If you're only keeping your battery charged enough to get through a day, that's what you're going to do. You're going to barely get through one day. But if you're charging your own batteries enough to have extra, to have an abundance that you can share with other people, then you'll have an abundance and you'll naturally share it with other people. So, when I was teaching my daughter to ride the rip surf the other day, she fell, she hurt herself, and she was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go in. I told her, no, you will master this. You will ride it again and succeed before you go in. And she's like, yes, I will. And then she did. And then we went in. But we went in on a win, not on a loss. But recently, there was some disagreement with some Facebook group, and I was like, you know what? I've been spending too much time on this anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and quit this group. It's fine. I don't need this in my life. I have plenty of other things I need to be doing. So basically, I was lying to myself. I was trying to tell myself that I was trying to give myself reasons, or give reasons for my feelings, instead of directly addressing the feelings that I had. Like feeling unwelcomed, feeling rejected, feeling unworthy. And I know logically that that's not objectively true, because, of all the reasons. And I know that the people that were adding the rules were doing so for very good reasons, and that I was not the troublemaker they were trying to control. But I took it personally and just decided to quit instead of facing the problem, just avoiding the problem. And I just now realized what I'd done. It's like I quit on a loss. And it wasn't even a real loss, it was all in my mind. So I'm going to rejoin the group. I'm going to talk to the people that I had a difference of understanding with, share with them how I perceived things privately. I don't want to, out people and make them feel bad, because I'm sure, he's a nice guy or gal, whatever. And I'm sure it was all just a misunderstanding. We'll come to some agreement of how we perceive things or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying words at this point. Anyway, I'm going to talk to that guy. It's all going to be cool. But the point of all this is that we all want to be a peacemaker, not just a peaceful person. The most peaceful person on earth is dead. There's no more, they are resting in peace. But being a peacemaker, in the biblical sense of the term, is an active process. You're actively working towards creating peace that was not already there, not just enjoying the peace that you happen to stumble upon. So, one way of being a peacemaker is to, to leave a conversation like I did when I was a teenager. It's like some guy's yelling at me, I'm going to just leave. But I'm not going to quit doing, my volunteering work. I'm just going to leave and not talk to this guy anymore. Respecting his wishes. Violent and angry though they may be. But this is a different situation. When if you run away from an imaginary thing and allow that to stop you, it's easy to fool myself into thinking, oh, it's the same kind of thing. I'm being a peacemaker by removing myself from the situation. But after some time to think it through, it's like there's no situation to remove myself from. It's all in my mind. I'm just creating a problem by the mere act of running away from it. So I'm going to turn around and run straight towards it again. And then really think through, as hard as that may be for me, and process my own feelings, my own motivations, and my own use of time. Because, the reason that I've been giving people for why I left the group is like, oh, I've been spending too much time on Facebook, which is objectively true. I need to pull back and, reassess priorities and my use of time and stuff. But that's not the reason I left. That's just the rationalization of why I left. So, I'll do that then, I guess. So I guess the takeaway is, if you're skateboarding and you fall on your butt, get back up, get back on the skateboard some more, show that skateboard who's boss. It won't care, but you will. And that is all. Goodbye.